Hello everyone, and thanks for stopping by to Scrap and Craft with Terry. Today we're going to make some covered pockets with notebook and tags. So we're going to go ahead and get started. If you like my video, I just ask that you give me a thumbs up and check out my other ones. And what we're going to start with is a piece of paper that's 4x12. And works good if you have double-sided paper, but I only had single-sided. So I just stamped on the inside, and I think it looks nice. So first off, you have your 4x12 piece. I don't know that this will show all the way on the camera. So the bottom of it, we're just going to fold up about 2 inches, and you can make it the pocket however deep you want, but we're going to have a little notepad on here. And then the top of it is going to fold down about 4 1/4 is what I did mine. Let's see. Yeah, it's about 4 1/4. So on the bottom here, we're going to have a pocket, and I'm just going to go ahead and glue this pocket up. How's everyone doing today? Hopefully everyone's getting a lot of crafting done. Try to stay up in view of the camera. Okay, and I cut my notch in. If you don't have a notch, you can use your circle punch. Must have got glue on there. So that's going to be my little pocket. Now for in my pocket, my bottom pocket, I'm going to have just little index cards. I'm going to put 4 in the pocket, and you can put regular tags in. I mean, you can have tag shaped. I just have the tags with the rounded corners, and these are 2.5 inches long by 3 1/4 wide. So then we'll sit right down in there. Now, these will be good like for in your purse or your briefcase. If you need, you know, you like to have something to take notes on when you go to the grocery store or that, or you're traveling. It would just be good for having something in there to write on, and it'll look pretty and fancy. And once I get all of these done, I'm going to have to go off for a minute because I forgot my stuff that goes on the front cover. But anyway, I cut, this is just notebook paper, and I cut 12 pieces, and they measure 3 3/4 wide by about 3 inches long. And they're just going to sit right up here, close to the fold, but not touching it. And I just have them stapled together, and I'm going to put this little piece of paper over it that matches the outside paper. So I'm just going to glue it on, and then I'll just glue it to the background. This is just a pretty quick and easy project. Another pocket project, but we get a little notebook with it too. I don't think I got that down all the way, but it's stuck, so I have to leave it. And I did that just to cover up my staples. You don't really have to cover the staples. Some people don't like it, but I don't really think it's that big of a deal. So now we just want a little bit of space between the pocket down here and the little notepad. I have to turn this sideways so I can see it. I want to make sure that I have enough room there. Now, before I didn't put this on the way it belonged, gave me a little extra room, but we'll be okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue it on there. I think I'll use my Fabri-Tac because it holds a little heavier. And then of course, you know, when you start gluing stuff down, it's like it's never where it was when it was just loose. A lot of times I end up with a little less room than what I thought I had. Oh, and I'll tell you the size of the little notebook in just a second. See, before I had a little tiny bit more room. But as long as they don't overlap each other, that's good. Yep, I can still put it up there by that, and it's not going to hurt it at all. All right, so my notepad is, can't see, 3 3/4 by 3 1/8. Now you would want to make this however yours would fit. And I could always cut these a little bit shorter if I needed to, but I think it'll be just fine. Then up here on top, we're going to have another little pocket. And it's the same size as the bottom one, which is 2 inches by the 4 inches wide. And I'm just going to go ahead and glue that down. I'm going to make 2 different ones so you can see the light background with notebook paper, and then the little grungier look with coffee dyed paper as the notebook. So same exact thing, but 2 different looks. And I cut my notch in there. And then the tags are the same as the ones down here. So see, it goes together really, really fast. Oops. Okay, so it's going to close like that. Now on the front, I'm going to just put this circle with a little brad in it, and I already cut my holes. And all I did for this was, and this is for the inside, I cut the scrapbook paper for the top, and I think this is about 1 inch. My stamp is not marked, and I think this is about 1/2 inch. But I cut one of the scrapbook papers, and then I cut 2 of these to go on the back, and then I cut 2 of these to go on there just to raise it up a little bit more. And I did this on both of them that I'm going to be showing you. So I'm just going to go ahead just using a smaller brad. Fits in that hole pretty tight. I want to make sure I have it turned sideways. And I'll just put it in here. Fold this over. And this is going to be for my closure. And then on the inside, I'm just going to glue this over my brad, and that'll just cover that up. But this is what it'll look like on the outside. So I used one kind of silver on the outside, so I think that's pretty. Should have laid my bottle down. But if I lay my bottle down, it lays too long, my glue runs out of it. Okay. And that'll just kind of cover that up. I'll just have to hold that for half a second to make for sure that it adheres all the way around. Okay, now before I put my string on it, I'm going to go and grab my stuff that's supposed to go on the outside, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have a book, like a couple books tied together with a little key on it and the little feather pen. So I'm going to put that down here, and we're just going to have little moments that matter. So I'm going to kind of stagger it. So I'm going to glue this down first. Well, I guess I should be up here a little bit, huh? Get lost in my own little world. I want it to kind of hug around this, but maybe I shouldn't put it down too low. Okay, and there's that. So that's kind of cute. And this paper is not real sturdy. It probably should have been a little bit heavier, but what are you gonna do? So I'm just going to use this cotton thread. It's kind of heavy. And I'm going to tie it around here. And probably if I would turn it around so I'm doing it the right way, huh? So I think this makes another cute pocket project. So many things you can do with them. And I like finding all the new different ways. So now all I'm going to do with this is just loosely bring it down and maybe wrap it. Just once is all it'll need, I think. And then it can dangle. And if you want to add a little charm or something on the bottom. Can do that. And we just open it back up and we have our stuff there. So I think that's cute. Maybe I should wrap it once and then wrap it again. Something like that. Okay, so let's move on to our next one. So now we have the same thing, except I did coffee dyed paper on this one. And this is out of the same paper pad. So I just did the swirls in like the brown color. And I went over this with a little bit of lighter tannish brown and just kind of went over the background. I left this one white because of this color paper. So I thought that looked good. So we'll go ahead and glue this pocket. And then on these, they're the same as the other one, except I just inked it in brown. And these are going to sit right in here. Now on these, because I did have to cut this a little bit shorter, I just used my pinking shears and made it quite kind of fancy. Now this one is just regular notebook paper, so it's very, very light. This one is printer paper, so well, it's a little bit heavier. So there's still only 12 sheets in here. It's like a little bit heavier paper. So I did the same for this topper. I just cut a piece of the scrapbook paper. We'll see if I can get that glued on like it's supposed to be. Probably should have used my Fabri-Tac. Make sure I get it even. So this almost looks like the coffee dyed paper. Okay, and I inked around this. So now we're going to go ahead and glue this in here. See, I have just a little bit more space between this and these tags, but I'm going to use my Fabri-Tac. Make sure I got the back. Come on, glue. I love this bottle. It's just so soft. You just have to wait for the glue to run down into the neck, that's all. And I think that's about even. And let's see how that does. Yes, that closes nice. Nice, nice, nice. So now we're going to glue our other pocket on. And I can just use this. So the sizes for this is the same as the other one. And our tags, I got a little bit of the brown ink on there. It must have been a little wet. But, you know, it's supposed to look grungy, I guess. Okay, so that looks nice. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on now. And I did the same thing as I did before. Just go ahead and put this in. I got ink there. I was just an inking fool. I had these in the hole once, so I know they fit. They're just tight. And I used this darker color on this one. I just want to make for sure that it's sideways. So that's good. And then we'll just glue this over that. So we have lots of note space, or if you're journaling, we have lots of journal space. If you go anywhere on vacation and you want to keep track of different things or make little notes about different things, work well for business, pleasure, anything. Great gifts for people that like to carry note paper with them. It would make very nice stocking stuffers at Christmas time, or just, you know, birthday gifts. Anything. Okay. Now before we put our string on, we'll glue our stuff on here. Now I just have this fancy little birdie. Isn't he cute? And this says, hold on tight. I put that around by him. Hold on tight to your dreams. And then I'm going to have this little butterfly down here by that. Well, let's see, I can move that over a little bit more. Yeah, something like that. Okay, so I'll put this down first so I don't put the bird in the wrong place. There's a song that's singing, hold on tight to your dreams. And then the bird can just go like, let me pull that over a little tiny bit because I don't want to cut his wings off. There we go. Now I'll glue him down. So once you get everything cut out and inked, and you know, you can just ink as you go, but after you get everything all ready, it's a fast project and it's an easy project. I just wanted to do two so, you know, we could see the difference in the two designs. I have that guy going something like that. And seeing how he's right by the letters, I'm not going to give him antennas. Okay, let me put this on here, and then we'll tie our string around there. And I think I like this paper. I think it turned out good. What do you think? I like both of them. I like the style of both of them. The styles are the same, but they look different. They have a different look because of the colors. Okay, so now we'll just wrap and maybe wrap and go around again and come up, and we'll just go over and we'll cut that off. And there we go. And I think them turned out pretty cute. What do you think? Let me know down in the comments. If you have any questions, comments, any ideas, anything like that, let me know. And so the finished size, when it's all folded, is about 5 3/4 long by the 4 inches wide. So that's a nice size. So I hope you come back to see me for my next video. And until then, everyone, let me just open this up and you can see this again. Until then, happy crafting and bye for now.